Just who is Pay Blackwish? It's kind of hard to explain. A writer, a musician, a comedian, an artist. She's many things. Utilizing the facilities at the Long Beach City College Department of Radio and Television, Pay demonstrated her capabilities as an artist. Founder of the newspaper The Gallery Row Art Walk News, or GRON for short, Pay is an innovator and creator. Though miles away from home, Pay keeps in mind her roots and stands proud in how far she's come.
My family owns a chain of funeral homes in Long Island, from Massapequa, Wyandanch, Haskell's Funeral Homes. At that age, however, I was a dancer. I was in orchestras. I enjoyed movies like Flashdance and Fame and anything where people were jumping all around, Xanadu, anything like that. I was a hyperactive kid, and I was a dancer up until one day when my stepmother came upstairs and she said, "You need to stop jumping. There's people downstairs. We're having a funeral." And then after that, I wasn't allowed to dance anymore, but there were a couple of parlor organs downstairs, and I would go down there when there wasn't any bodies around. I mean, at first, after a while I got used to it, and they made a great audience. But I self-taught myself how to play the organ at around 12, 13 years old.
Quick as a whip and yet a free spirit, she's managed to stay above the fray of Hollywood and keep focus on her career.
We're at a punk rock slam show, and that's when the songwriter and creator of the Nags asked me if he said he heard I could sing, and he gave me a tape, and he asked me to listen to it. And called me about a week later, and he asked me if I had listened to the tape, and I was like, no. And he was like, "Would you do me a favor, okay? I'm trying to put a band together. I need a singer. Can you please listen to the tape I gave you and tell me if you like it, and if you like it, then I'll send you the lyrics." I listened to the tape, and at that moment, I kind of knew what my life was going to be about, and that it wasn't going to be the housewife. It wasn't going to be the office worker. It wasn't going to be a dancer, even though I like to dance. It was going to be a singer. I was going to be a singer. So I called him back. I got the lyrics. We got together. We rocked out. We played with Dr. No. We played with the Black Flag. We played with Tongue. We played with, we met Jello Biafra, the Dead Kennedys, and then we broke up. Yeah. So after we broke up, I was so gung-ho. I was like, well, I don't need them guys, I'm going to get myself a record deal, and I want to be a major celebrity in no time. And within 3 months' time, I was signed to a 10-year deal with Zephyr Bronca Fisher. Michael Jackson's lawyer was my lawyer. Mariah Carey's lawyer was my lawyer. I was pretty much set. However, I had a 20-page record deal that kind of was a standardized deal for an artist who gets signed, which is we give you all this stuff and you pay us back. You owe us, and you don't own anything. Whatever music you make for the next 10 years, it doesn't belong to you. It's not your art. Fire your band. I think it was a stipulation because I had formed another band. And change your name. They didn't like the Blackwish. They wanted to call me something else. So to me, it was kind of like, oh, my God, like this is really happening. Like these people are really going to turn me into a robot. It's not going to be about my art. It's going to be about whatever. I'm going to be like I don't want to say a slave, but I'm going to be a slave. And you take someone's work and you use it for your own, and you know that person, is not going to reap the proper benefits and the rewards of it, then So I threw a hissy fit. They dropped my ass cold. And that was the last I heard of them. Since then, I've learned a few things too. If that ever happens again, to fire the band, change the name. But I try to keep some kind of creative control, because in this past 10 years, I've had the opportunity to work with the Funkadelics. I've had an opportunity to work with Eka Mouse. I've had an opportunity to work with Kenny McLeod and Bone Thugs and Harmony. And just, I just became a stronger artist in a way. I'm not rich and famous, but I know that my creations are my own. You can trust that my creations are my own. I've had people like Lady Gaga and Brian McKnight straight out copy. I don't want to say steal because they say if you don't have nothing nice to say about somebody, but they've copied my stuff without paying me for it. Lady Gaga, if you look on Vogue, you'll see my mole. If you look at their video with Beyonce and poisoning boyfriends and going to jail and driving cross country, that's my life. Okay, I wrote that in a blog like a month before I met Lady Gaga's people. Next thing I know, it's in the video. Next thing I know, she's got my mole on Vogue. It's like, it's personal, But here's the thing. It's like, I'm a real McCoy. And I'm not going to, if I were to be in a situation with these people that are pulling my strings, they're going to go out and copy other people and put these people's ideas on me. And it's not going to be me. You're not going to get the true artistic side of me. You're going to be getting I don't know what you're going to be getting, but it won't be me. This is me, okay?
In Long Beach, Keisha Hall for IE News.